Welcome back to the Acoustic Shop channel. I am John, and we're here today with Jeremy. Guess what?
This is our 1 millionth video.
It is not. It is not.
One of these days I'm going to be right.
You're going to be right. You are. It'll be great. Today we're going to be talking about a Thompson Custom D-MA. This thing is fantastic. You're going to want to hear all about it. Well, we are back, and we are here to talk about Thompson guitars. Jeremy is actually playing a mandolin. Why? Because
I'm not a guitar player, and I feel more comfortable with this in my hands.
If you say so.
And it makes me look thinner.
I don't think that does that. Anyway, we want to invite you to please subscribe and like the channel here. This way you can find out all about every video that we do, and that notifies you immediately. If you hit that bell, guess what? They hit you a little notification that says,
the cool thing is,
check this out. You got to hear about it.
This is our millionth video that we just made.
It is not the millionth
video. And if you had been
video.
subscribed, you would have been notified about 999,000 of those other videos that we have done. And
that's a lot of videos, Jeremy.
We are prolific with our videos.
Someday we will have that many. It will be cool. But anyway, also please do subscribe or like and subscribe. Go ahead and comment down below. That way we get to kind of interact with you. We can answer questions. We got a whole crack team that is all over these answers. Most of them are just like, thanks. Thanks.
Quit talking so much.
Thanks. Okay. No, I mean our team. They just answer everything with thanks.
All right.
Thanks.
I think the team is also the ones saying, quit talking so much.
They are the ones.
Anyway, what do you got in your hands here? This is a Preston Thompson guitar. We've been carrying these things about 3 years now.
Yeah, 3 or 4 years at least. And before I do that, we forgot one more very important thing, Jeremy.
Yeah, they can skip
we want to make sure that you know you can skip us talking. You can skip all the way to the end. There's going to be a tone demo. There's a link there. There's also a complete performance video so that you can be able to just listen to that and hear the guitar and the mandolin together. It's pretty nice.
That tune is a great one to play on the commute to work every morning.
Right. I do, every single morning. Actually, it's my coffee brewing song. Mm-hmm. I actually I set up my Google to be able to, I say, turn on the coffee, and 9 to 5 starts playing. I wish that was true. That'd be awesome. Anyway, we're talking about Thompson guitars. Thompson guitars are absolutely fabulous. There are a couple different versions of Thompson guitars. These are Preston Thompson guitars. There is another builder, I believe, by Bob Thompson, and another, which I've seen all those guitars, great guitars as well. But this is about Preston Thompson guitars. These are built in Oregon, at Sisters, Oregon, which we were just out there. We didn't go to Sisters, Oregon.
We were up in Bend, Oregon, but before we were visiting the Breedlove and Bedell factory. Just down the road is Sisters, Oregon, and building some incredible guitars. Everyone we've had in the shop, our staff especially, we got some great guitar players in the shop, and every time we get one of these in, they immediately flock around it and all want to give it a try.
Including me.
They've been excellent, every one of them. The unfortunate thing is they're building such good guitars that most of them are sold before we actually get them in. We get them in, check them out, and then they're
shipped
going
the next
to the customer that already pre-ordered it.
It's been actually the case. This is actually an oddity. This is a guitar that made it to the shop and has not been pre-sold. And what's funny is I've got like 4 guitars coming in the near future that have already been pre-sold. They're just a different iteration. That said, this is similar to a guitar we have done in the past. In fact, I think a few times. The first time we did this was in a Sinker mahogany back and sides, which we got another one coming in. And maybe if we still have this one around, I doubt it, but we can maybe compare the two. I don't know, we'll find out. But mahogany back and sides and a Adirondack spruce top, thus called a D-MA Dreadnought Mahogany Adirondack. What we did was do some custom stuff. And this is what I love working with Thompson for. You guys all know, Jeremy knows, this is my favorite part of the job, is getting to kind of design and play with some ideas. And the very first one of this we did was the first time I think that they had done this purfling line that goes all the way through the fretboard, all the way around the peg head. It is the most subtle way of doing binding without actually doing binding. I love this look, and it has since become probably our most popular thing to do on all the custom orders that we have done so far over the last year. I think every single one of them has had a purfling line on it. It's very attractive. It's beautiful. It's not as bold as binding, which I still love. I am still a big fan of bound peg heads and bound fretboards, but this is a little bit different look. So it gives you that. This is, I believe, called the Risen Sunburst. And, it's a hand-built or hand-sprayed sunburst. Every one of them is slightly different. I am in love with this particular one. I'm a big fan of green, Jeremy. Did you know that?
I didn't, but now I do.
Yeah, it's
just like I said, it's subtle. It's not like
No.
For people watching on their monitors and adjusting right now, it doesn't have like a bright.
It is barely has a hint of a greenish tint to it, but it is actually more of a yellowish brown, I would probably say, the most in this particular burst. I think it fits really well, combined with the back and sides of mahogany. Looks absolutely stunning. And again, that's basically the custom features we did. For me, in designing guitars with these manufacturers, my plan is never to go crazy with it unless we got a customer that absolutely loves lots of bling, lots of abalone, lots of stuff. I like doing something that is custom enough to make it your own, a little bit different, and not break the bank, and classy type of upgrades. And binding and sunburst, that's a pretty easy way to do that. And it's turned out great. We have sold a bunch of these guitars as this. This one is absolutely fabulous. Now, we got a lot of people, and if we get a chance to do this, I'd love to do this sinker comparison. I'm hoping it'll still work out. We'll find out when this next one shows up.
And we might even put a link down in the comments if that happens. So if you see a link down in the description, that it has happened.
Yeah.
If you don't see it, then it hasn't.
As always, Thompson Guitars does do a very pre-war spec guitar. This one does not have the slot-through saddle. It is a drop-in saddle, which makes it very accessible for pickups later on, and that's why a lot of times we order them this way. We will be probably doing some very shortly with slot-throughs as well. But that said, it has a wider string spacing at the bridge, just like the 1930s era Martins do. 1.75" nut width. A modified V, it's all their own. It's a kind of a, it's a soft V, a little bit bulkier, very, very pre-war sounding, very pre-war feeling. And if you're comfortable with that, which I am, I think these are a great choice. You guys...
Dovetail joints on the...
Absolutely, on these, yep. Now, this is a question that does come up quite often. These are not all animal protein or hide glue based. They do. You were going to bring it up, weren't you? Anyway, on the bridge plates, those are animal protein glue, but the rest of the guitar is not. It's modern glues. They find that to be, I've asked them about that, a little bit more stable, and they haven't noticed enough of a difference. So they do it on the bridge plate, which gives them maybe the tonal difference, but not on the rest of the guitar.
Interesting.
Yeah, see, I gave you a little bit you didn't know about right there. So, fabulous guitars. If you're looking for a modern day pre-war guitar that's new, I think these guys pretty much have nailed it. They're doing it as good as anybody out there ever has. And yeah, definitely something you want to check out. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little tone sample of this particular guitar, see what you guys think of it, tell me, and yeah, then we'll move on.
Appreciate you guys watching that video. It was my favorite one we've made so far. We've done hundreds of videos, and that was the best one.
It was.
And the next one's going to be even better. If you'd like to see that, be sure you subscribe to this channel. And also, the more you comment and interact below, the more the YouTube algorithms pick it up and start pushing it out to other people, like-minded people.
Algorithms?
Algorithms, they're everywhere. They permeate the internet, and YouTube's got one. And it watches our videos, and it sees how much you comment, and then it pushes us to other people like you. And we want everyone to experience the Acoustic Shop world, where we talk about instruments, we do reviews, we got some fun videos coming up. We thank you guys so much for being a part of it, and we'll see you in the next video.